Good morning. Today we are doing a review. I'm going to be talking about this book and the movie The Expanse, which is based off the book. We're going to be comparing and contrasting the differences, there I am, between them, and is the show worth watching? Is the book worth reading? So I just finished the 10 episodes, and I'm just going to be talking about no spoilers, just the differences between them. So I read the book in about 10 days and I couldn't put it down. In a way, it was like Dune. The momentum was so heavy that I just wanted to continue to read and read and read and read. Now, it's nothing like Dune, just saying the momentum is similar to that. And that being said, there's a lot of things in the book that I usually wouldn't like, such as there's a lot of internal monologue that I'm usually not a big fan of, but in the book it really works. Also, in the book there's just 2 points of view, Holden and Miller, and that really worked. Again, the driving force, you only know what they know, is really, really good. Now, in comparison to the television show, there are more points of views. They add an entire element about Earth into the television show that does not exist in the book. That being said, it is still good. Matter of fact, you come to find out that in book 2, there's a character that you have that they already talk about in the TV show. So, what are you doing? I walk. No, you stay. Okay. So, that's a real big difference in the show and the book is different characters. The biggest difference between the show and the show and the book is that the show does not finish the book. While watching it last night, I kept on thinking, how are they going to do all these things? And they don't. They don't finish the book. So that is the one negative about the show. They do an amazing job of really showing you what it is like to live in space, about how hard it is, about how challenging it would be to live on a space station, and about the racism that would crop up between different cultures on Mars and people living on space stations and asteroids. That is done as well in the book, but because you can see it, as the show is a visual format, you get a much better sense of it. And in some ways, though, it is distracting. They do such a great job of showing you the background, the space station, that at times you catch yourself looking at the nuances and not really caring about what's going on screen. In some ways, it reminded me of Babylon 5 in that way. Again, the book is very focused, and at times the television show is not focused. Going along with that, because in the television show you have new characters that are added in the space station, a new point of view that's added on Earth, and you have a lot of flashbacks which don't happen in the book and only mildly stated in the book. And maybe this is a fill gap, I don't know why they chose to do all these flashbacks about characters, giving you character development. It helped. To me, it was just kind of seemed like they're filling in the time, and instead of actually focusing in on the characters that are on the screen. A big part of Miller, that's the detective's character, is that he is a cop that his day has come and gone. And you get this only mildly in the television show, you only get it mildly in the television show, while in the book, you really feel that this guy has hit rock bottom. You just don't get that in the show. You don't get that Miller has just fallen apart. In the show, it's just overtly stated. Also with his drinking, in the show they take it from a different flip point. And so I cared about Miller less. And in the book, he was my favorite character. Again, these are not spoilers. These are just perceptions on how you're going to feel about the character. Maybe that was a choice about likability. I don't know. Also the same thing with Jim. He's the other main character in the show and the book. He is really struggling in the TV show, while in the book he is firmly in command. So that's another difference. He's really coming into his own in the show, but in the book he kind of just takes command. And in the book, I believe you respect the character more because he just takes command and you're like, alright, cool, I can understand that. But the biggest change, like I said, is they don't finish the story. And I understand, or at least I can hypothesize why they did this, because they want to leave it as a cliffhanger. They want to leave it you going, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? And I believe The Expanse has already been picked up for a second season by SYFY. But imagine if it didn't. Imagine if there was no second season. And years from now, someone says, yeah, you should watch this show. And then at the end, it's just this giant cliffhanger. It has to have been done intentionally, saying, oh, people are going to find out. They want to find out what's going to happen. So they're going to watch the second season. But here's the thing about the cliffhanger. When you have a cliffhanger, you want to leave as many strings or characters in danger as possible. You want to leave as much tension unsaid. While in the show, most of the characters that matter are safely flying away on a spaceship. And the big question, which I will not say, is shown to you, and you are left going, oh, well, I wonder what the heck's going to happen now with that thing. But no characters are in danger. No questions are left unsaid between the characters. Does he love her? Doesn't she love him? Whatever. Is he dead? Such as in Game of Thrones. Is Jon Snow dead? He was stabbed a lot, but we don't know. Maybe he'll be alive. That just didn't happen in The Expanse. I really wish they would have just finished the story and then done exactly what they did in the book, which leaves you with another what's going on, what's going to happen next feeling. And they just didn't do that. So, the book, I give it a 9 out of 10. It's really good. It's captivating. The characters are engaging. It doesn't slow down. It's about 600-page book. Now, the TV show, I give it about, I want to say a 7. But I only say that because of the background. The setting is very beautiful. I really just, I have to give it maybe like a 6.5. It's a good show. But because they didn't finish it, because they add in all these different characters that are pretty much just making the world more real and not focusing on the main people in the show, it gets distracting. Now, that being said, I cannot compare. So therefore, if I had not read the book, I give the show a 7. If read the book, 6.5, and the book a 9. The Expanse, I'm already reading the second book, 20% the way done. It continues. It continues with what was started in the first book, which is great. New characters, which is good, but then you have Jim Holden from the first book as well. So really good. Can't wait to finish it. And there you go. That is The Expanse versus Leviathan Awakes. And Leviathan Awakes I think is like $6 or $9 on Amazon if you want to pick it up. And have a great day.